Hi guys, Jessica Fashant-Peterson here from New Kingdom Healthcare. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about seasonal allergies. We're getting deep into the fall season right now, and so a lot of them have passed, but a few have yet to come, especially the molds. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, there are definitely a few things you can do, specifically either symptom related or in general. So if you're already experiencing symptoms of histamine, or like the runny eyes, runny nose, sneezing, difficulty breathing, or just even that extra mucus drip down the back of your throat, you can definitely get started with some antihistamines. So your basic ones over the counter would be your Zyrtec, your Claritin, and your Allegra. A few things to know about these guys is that they are generally pretty safe. They tend to work in a 24-hour cycle. Some people do need to take them split dose twice a day instead. If you feel like it's wearing off, that might be an option for you. Also, just so that way, the Allegra and Claritin take a couple hours to onset. So if you get outside and realize, oh, I'm sneezing now, Zyrtec might be a better choice. Benadryl, of course, is always there, but it does have more side effects as far as a little bit more drying for the mouth, for the nose, which might be a desired side effect, especially if you are really runny, and then sleepiness. So it might be better left for at nighttime for a lot of, especially our kids, as well as us adults. Some other natural things that you can do is go to your local farmer's market as close to your house as you can and pick up some local honey. So the honey will have the pollens and micro pieces of all this stuff in the environment that you're reacting to. So that way during the winter you can take a teaspoon a day to kind of sensitize yourself to those allergens and hopefully improve your allergies over time. Just like with any allergy shots or low dose immunotherapies like drops under the tongue, it does take a couple years for those effects to really set in, but it might be a good time to pick it up. The other thing to do is to get started early in your season. And so right now we're in late season. So that's why you might have to use the medications, but otherwise there are natural sources as far as like quercetin does help to decrease that histamine response over time. So you could get that on board now and it might help in a month or two. But if you have spring allergies, I would suggest getting that on board even starting early March in order to help. The other things that can be are like nettle root as well as butterbur. There are a couple of products out there like D-Hist or Hista-X that have a combination of these along with perhaps the magnesium or some other substance to kind of help that reaction, as well as help augment the other products that are in there. So those are more natural products to get on board, but if you're already symptomatic, they may not be as helpful right now. And so pick them up so that way you can be ready for the next season. By all means, feel free to reach out to us. We can always help you get on board and get a solid plan for you going. It's not just all of these symptoms, but also skin allergies and food allergies. The other thing to do is to eat more of a low histamine diet. So if we think about histamine high foods, that's going to be anything that's fermented, you know, your alcohols, your sauerkraut, even your kombuchas or kefirs can be really high in histamine, as well as ripening foods like avocados, any of your processed meats like salamis or pepperonis, or cured meats I should say, are higher in histamine. And then your nightshade vegetables. So eating other healthy things like turmeric, sticking to kind of fresh fruits and vegetables besides those nightshades, as well as getting things like ginger in your diet or in your teas and drinks. Those can be very helpful to help stave off some of those histamine response and allergic symptoms. So if you have any further questions, by all means, feel free to reach out, make an appointment, and we can get this under wraps for you. Have a great day and enjoy this beautiful fall.